Y'all, the defense got up there and said they really lied so much that they don't even know if that's his real name. Now, they went dead aim at Relly and they exposed a lot of stuff, so let's just go through it. Yes, I got my notes. Now, they stated that Relly has repeatedly perjured himself and that he lied so much and had so many inconsistencies that if they had to sit there and pick all that stuff apart, this trial would be going on past Christmas, okay? They stated that without Relly, there is no proof that a crime was ever even committed. Like, there are no casings, no weapons, no real injury. Without this elaborate story that Relly came up with of how this happened, nothing would have ever been done. Now, he also stated to the fact that if Relly really wanted to push this issue, he had a great witness who he stated went back to the scene with him to look for the casings, which was his girlfriend. However, in open court, he didn't want to identify her because he didn't want her in the courtroom, saying that when he saw the picture, he couldn't recognize who it was on the picture. And maybe because she was too busy doing her prostitution things on her prostitution website. Now, I added that part in, but he really just said doing what she does, and he didn't want her inside the courtroom. He brought up the fact that there was an officer who confirmed that the sound of the weapon could have come from a prop, and that Relly stated that if he had got this money ahead of time, that he never even would have showed up for court. He'll be on an island somewhere with his feet propped up, and he would not be studying this because he wouldn't be trying to push the issue to put Rocky in jail in the first place. Now, to clear up from what the prosecutor said that, about the prop ejecting shell casings and things of that nature, it's a prop. So it's going to eject blanks. And therefore, the cops are out there actually looking for shell casings. They're not out there looking for blanks. It was also brought up the fact that after this incident happened, it took them 5 months to even search Rocky's house. So the stuff that they found in Rocky's house they're using to show as evidence was stuff that people had put in there 5 months later after all this had happened. And they brought up the fact that Relly is in open court throwing water bottles and cursing people out. So if he's doing that in front of a judge and jurors and everybody that's watching, what y'all think his ass doing in the streets? Like, what do y'all think he's doing? So then he turned it over to aim it at the prosecutor, and it was like Lewin basically got up there and attacked multiple witnesses. Anybody who did not answer the way he wanted them to answer, he was yelling at them, he was berating them. He tried to impeach 12E and Lulevin, but he couldn't do that because they were being honest. They were answering his questions politely, making sure they gave great answers. But he was mad because he wasn't getting the answers that he wanted to hear. And with Relly, it was like he was basically accepting the perjury. Like, he knew that Relly was lying, but he was accepting that anyway. So then he brought up the fact, which I think is a really big thing, is they pulled the GPS location for 12E. So they could see where 12E was at multiple times throughout the night and throughout that day. But they never pulled the GPS location for Relly. This makes no sense because Relly is the one who's claiming that he was, pew-pewed, right? Relly is the one who's claiming that he went back to the scene to search for casings and that he found them. Why did y'all not pull his GPS at all to corroborate this story? Because y'all said that y'all saw him on camera, but then y'all had to come back and say that, hey, that's not him on camera. And even he said that at first he said it was him on camera, but then he came back and said, no, it's not me on camera. Like, none of that even happened. On top of that, the picture that Relly took of the casings were 45 minutes difference from the time that he stated he went to the scene. So he stated he went at this time, but the timestamp on the picture is 45 minutes later. I'm pretty sure the defense has more to go into with the Dunkin' Donuts stuff, and basically told the jurors to kind of use their own judgment with that. Meaning hey, y'all know what time Dunkin' Donuts closed. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. We have the defense going to go, and I'm pretty sure the prosecutor, Lewin, is going to get up to do a rebuttal, and we're going to end it like that, and then the jurors will start deliberating. I will update y'all as soon as I know more.